Hi everyone, it's Jules and welcome to Jules Journals. I am doing a little bit of a Gluebook session here. It has been a long time, so I apologize for that. So I will update you in this video as to what has been going on. And I am doing a voiceover because I wanted to spend the time doing this Gluebook layout kind of on my own and listening to an audiobook. So that is what I showed you. I am listening to Tom Lake by Ann Patchett. I did finish it. I liked it, but I wouldn't say I loved it. So I pulled out one of my inspiration packets for this layout, and I'm looking for more images here in the newest Charleston style and design. And it gets better and better, this magazine, you guys. It just, get yourself this magazine. You could make a whole glue book just from this magazine. And I think it's $5. I get it at Barnes and Noble. Well, actually, I have a subscription now because my husband got me a subscription. And I think that's even cheaper. But you got to get it. My friend just went to Charleston and she said it was fantastic. All right, so I'm looking for images to go with it's kind of a muted color scheme I have going on. If you're new to my channel, I really like to match kind of colors and color coordinate my layouts, but I did try a couple different things that I normally do on this layout, and it felt good to be a little bit creative more than I normally am. So I did enjoy this session, and hopefully you like the sped up version. It'll go a little faster here. All right, so what's been going on? Where have I been? It's really sad news that I have to share that my mom, it was on February 25th. So the end of February, she had been feeling sick for like 6 weeks, almost 2 months maybe, just not feeling well, some stomach issues, that sort of thing. And she called. They lived in Iowa at the time. They were actually planning to move back to Minnesota and called and said that she needed help. She needed to go to probably go to the hospital, the ER, and get checked out. And my dad is 92, my mom is 73. And so she needed help with my dad. She couldn't just go to some place in Iowa. She wanted to be up here in Minnesota. And I'm so glad that we did bring her back up to Minnesota. So we went down and got her. And very, very long story short, she did spend a couple weeks in the hospital as she has stage 4 endometrial cancer. It came as a big shock to all of us. I'm sure her the most. So it's been rough. We did end up moving them in with us. So we spent a lot of our weekends just moving stuff around, going down to Iowa, getting stuff moved up into us. Both of my parents are living with us right now. And on, I think it was March 5th, she was told she has about 2 months to live. So we don't know, there's no crystal ball. You don't know how accurate that is. But here I am sharing it with the internet. But, I feel like I've gotten to know you guys a little bit, and I'm not opposed to sharing personal information with others like this. So it's what's going on here in our world. It's not a type of cancer that is genetic, they say. It's a fast-growing cancer. She could have maybe done chemotherapy or radiation. I can't remember which one they were suggesting. It was one or the other, and then like some sort of immunotherapy. I could have that totally wrong. There's a lot of information coming at us. But she also has an infection because of what's going on in her abdomen. And she chose not to go that route, which is, her choice, and she preferred quality over quantity. So we are taking it day by day, and it's been a roller coaster. It's been rough. It's the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life, that is for sure. And I've been through some stuff. And yeah, I have not even glue booked. So here you're seeing me glue book for the first time in a long time, since my last video I posted. All right, so let's talk about glue booking. Let's talk about happy things. The girl, on the left there with the Chanel big bottle, I didn't like how, I don't know if I must have cut something, maybe a number out of the top right. There was like a square that I cut out. So I think I got that well situated and covered up. And those background pieces for color, I ended up mostly covering it all up, which is fine. I know a lot of people hate when I cover up other images, but it is what it is. Other than that, we have not had anything going on. We're, staying at home most of the time. Usually we want somebody here with them all the time. So she is bound to her bed now and can't get up. And so my dad is, like I said, 92, and he is pretty much chair bound as well. He can still walk, but getting up to get a cup of coffee up the stairs is not going to be something that he will do. So we are getting them their beverages, their meals, all of that. So we haven't really been doing anything. I've been reading a lot, which is good. I don't know if any of you follow me on my BookTube channel. It's a fairly new, small BookTube channel, but I like talking about books and movies. So if you're interested in that, you can head on over there. It's called Jules Reads. And yeah, I end up liking this page. You'll see here what I do. You might see it on the thumbnail, but it's a little different. So, okay, are those pants coming back in style? The like poof, look how wide her pants are, but then they're like tapered at the bottom, like balloon pants or something. Are those coming back in style? I have chunkadunka legs, so I don't know. Does that look better on somebody that's chunkadunka? What else? It's a really rainy day. This is the evening after work, and it was super rainy today. And my husband's going to the Mall of America to go for a walk with his buddy. They usually go to Hooters afterward to play cribbage. Play cribbage. I think it's hilarious. Classic men in their 50s playing cribbage at Hooters. What have I been watching? The book I started is Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. And so I want to watch, there's a TV show, which I have watched the first episode when I realized this is a book. I need to read the book first. Not that I'm a huge person that thinks you got to read the book first, but so I just started that book last night. I don't think I've really watched that much. I want to watch, maybe I'll do that tonight when my husband's for a walk. Watch Poor Things? Is that what it's called? With Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo. I've heard it's bizarre, which I like bizarre. I just don't know if my mindset is up for that, but I had quit drinking alcohol for I had drank maybe 5 times for 4 months, which is not normal for me. As my grandma used to say, I'm an experienced drinker. That's what she would say about herself. So I was super proud of that. And then when all this happened, that all went to the wayside. So one day I'll get back to that, being a little healthier. I am not healthy right now at all. Okay, here's where I go out of my comfort zone. I'm going to cut this eye out. And I end up really liking it. I need to try and be a little more creative, I think, when I'm doing these pages. We had to move everything in our entire house to get my parents into our house to fit their stuff as well, which thank goodness they're mostly minimalists and they don't have a lot of stuff. But so now my office is in our living room. So right now I'm talking to you in my living room. So it's a completely different environment, but I have some of my crafting stuff is actually in my closet. So it's not even where I am. So some of my magazines. So see, I like that. It looks different. Even though it's 2 right eyes looking at us, it makes it a little more eerie, I think, that way. I like kind of creepy and eerie. But I like bright and sunshiny too. So I like everything. And I didn't really need to add this little girl. You see her on the right there. But I don't know. She was in that book and I liked it. I'm trying to figure out, I was thinking, well, now that I'm drinking more these days, let's put this wine bottle on here. So I was trying to figure out where to put it, and then I'm like, let's cover up her hand. And she's leaning on the wine. Oh, yep, I'm leaning on alcohol. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then I realize, where's my washi tape? It was in a complete wrong drawer for where I'm sitting. So I might have to move my washi tape. Getting out my washi. And then I'll find some words to go on here. I think I find some good ones. I had a little bit of a white spot there that I just covered up with washi. If you're new to my channel, I like to do a piece of washi tape down the middle. I'm not sure why I started that, but now I can't stop it. I haven't been watching much crafting YouTube. I've been watching a lot of BookTube and weird random stuff that the algorithm will suggest for me to watch. Then I'm like, then my algorithm's gonna be way screwed up, but whatever. YouTube is just something I can watch and you don't really have to think too hard about it. You don't have to, you can just have it on and move on to the next thing. If you're not enjoying it, turn it off, move on to the next thing. So that says, give yourself, I can't remember. Let me pull it out. What does that say? Give yourself the same, I won't be able to find it. I have the book open now. There it is. Give yourself the same care and attention that you give to others. Which, you know, a lot of people now have been saying, make sure you're taking care of yourself, which I'm trying. I told my boss that I have to work from home because I would not mentally be able to go into the office. Just even, we have home hospices coming in twice a week. And just even the drive and the added stress of having to go into the office, I can't right now. So they have been very helpful with that, and I appreciate that. So there you go. Hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in my next video.